Welcome to Splatoon 3 Tableturf Battle Cards Tierlist 3.0 expansion. If you don't know why I'm calling this as an expansion, it's because in every update to Splatoon 3 we're expecting to have Tableturf cards all the time, so it's fair to even think how good they really are. Take it from someone who's played Pokemon TCG. As usual for my other Tableturf... oh, sorry. Ah, crud, I hate messing it up. Damn it! As usual from my Tableturf card tier list videos I've made from the past, I would be discussing them in my own opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. Plus, I want to mention that I've discussed these cards with the fine folks over at Tableturf Battle Server, a Discord server dedicated to Splatoon 3's Tableturf Battle. Thanks for the feedback with me, guys, and if you want to see some tourneys and deck building and such, go check out their server in the description down below. So with all that out of the way, it's time to duel! Number 176, Neo Splooshomatic. Since this card can be considered farming worthy and viable like its mirror counterpart, this is somewhat okay to my standards. It's okay to combo it with another card that fits, but overall alright for another reason. B tier. Number 177, Neo Splashomatic. Similar to the last card, it's also worthy to farm easily, but at the cost of defending a bit of what's left. It's alright to placing and winning certain fights against heavyweight cards like Callie and Marie, for example, but it pales in comparison to Shielded Octotrooper. Still a good card, B tier. Number 178, Enzap 89. Think of it as a custom Splattershot Jr., but a bit longer. Similar to its twin, this is probably more than the others, and sometimes it's a good reachable card to grind through. Ain't it much useless, but it should stick with A tier. Number 179. .96 Gal Deco. Now, I'm not gone over it too much, but surprisingly, unlike its standard twin, I'd say it has potential only because of how a bit long it is, and where it's placed while not going too aggro towards your enemy base, S tier. It does deserve a spot. Could sometimes win fights, but can sometimes actually make a path towards your enemy base, just like the other one. Number 180, Custom Jet Squelcher. Now, to be sure about it, this long card plays exactly how you play it, but this time, it's not much, even to talk about it a lot. Good farming card as long as you can combo it with a Squeltana or its mirrored twin. Overall, C tier. Number 181, Clash Blaster Neo. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and all, but it's still alright since it's viable. Almost all the time, even in the most infamous map of all, Box Seats. It ain't too bad, since it can defend and aggro easily, making this one of the most viable cards to have in your deck, but it's not much what you expect, so B tier. Number 182, Rapid Blaster Deco. Now, this card is more viable than Clash Blaster Neo. It stands out a bit more because of combining it with some alright cards. Same reason as a normal Rapid Blaster, but still more on the edge. However, it stays in the same tier as its rival, so give it the benefit of the doubt as a B tier card. Hate me if I'm wrong about it. Number 183, L3 Nozzlenose D. The original Nozzlenose is stuck on D tier because it pretty much sucks as an attacker, and true, it may win some card fights, but not great. Unlike this one, it doesn't need to fight at all. The only good thing about it is combining most likely other cards from almost every category, so there's that at least. C tier. Number 184, Crack-On Splat Roller. Like the OG roller, this roller seems to be very viable in my standards, only because of playing aggro on certain maps. Naturally, it should be good to fight against heavyweight cards, but also can control more easily. But unlike their counterparts, since it categorizes in offense and defense, it's a great enough card as it is. A tier. Number 185, ZNF Splat Charger. If you want to flip it around, there you go. But keep clear of what to do about it as well as farming special points with it. Not much to say anything bad about it, it's just how it is though. A tier. Number 186, ZNF Splatterscope. Sort of the same way, it plays as the regular Splatterscope. Since this is viable to farm and play passively, it's somewhat alright though. Good way to combine other cards with this if you want some extra space on the maps to play on. Same tier as the other Charger, so give it a shot. A tier. Number 187, Tri-Slosher Nouveau. It's very viable in the same way as the Tri-Slosher card. It's like a small fight card fused with an Octostab card, and to be fair, it has the same exact reason, and that it usually curves as it is. Not gonna lie, it's still somewhat okay for farming though. All in all, it could clash against Captain more easily, but not much though. B tier. Number 188, Kraken Royale. Now this special weapon can be a 2.0 to the Zipcaster card. This can be considered a diagonal card, but unlike the Inkback or triple Ink Strike, it just goes straight forward all the way. You can replace it with those two, but it can get tedious because it most likely counters triple Ink Strike, Zipcaster, probably even against a Crab Tank. Good card to start in early to mid game and better on the last turn if possible. A tier. Number 189, Super Chump. This is somewhat possibly and maybe the best special weapon card in the entire game. It's kind of broken to use, but overall, it's maybe a way better version than the Booyah Bomb. Think of it as a big man card, but cheap and small. I'd personally call it a small man for that reason, but all jokes aside, it's still an improved card over the Booyah Bomb. Like Triple Ink Strike, it's very good for playing in boxed seats, and can really pack a punch in squared. If you can get your hands on it, then kudos to you for that simple matter. S tier. Number 190, Shelly and Donnie. These Nookling wannabe lookalikes are pretty much alright. This card is just 2 tips of arrows, but a bit wider, so playing them offense or eventually defense around turn 2 and 4 in certain maps can make your opponents cry in shambles. The only weakness are certain cards that can pass through them, such as a Charger, Octobrush, or any other diagonal card to play with. Theoretically, it's a better card than a heavy Splatling, and combining it with a Super Chump guarantees you that one special point that comes with it. How cool is that? A tier. Number 191, Annie. She may be good, but not too good to say the least. It's way similar to Wavebreaker, Spike, and Merchant's card, but added a little extra oomph in the bottom. I mean, it's just a bit different when you compare them all at once. She would be a good starting card overall, but it's kinda bad when you just try to use it special. It can be tricky though, but hey, at least that Clownfish Mo was a bit nice with ya. Just kidding, he's just there. C tier. Number 192, Jalonzo. He's exactly like Gelafleur, but now with a different spot for its special point, and kinda better though. Instead of it being in the middle, it's on the left side of the area. Okay, I kinda lied though. It's just considerably okay. I wouldn't say it's too bad for it, because it's like how you would play Gelafleur in your card decks though. So, if you want to at least use it better, stick with the other cards like Steelhead. D tier. Number 193, Fredcrumbs. It's a torpedo, but bigger. It barely ain't much like it, but the size on that compared to the torpedo card obviously would suck. All I can say about this one is just play torpedo over this one. It ain't viable to use unless it's for aggressive turns. Give it a D tier. Number 194, Spike. Like Merch, still somewhat same, but it's kinda different though. Other than that, it has the same combo cards you would play it with however you want, but at the cost of its sheer mid-game play. Just play it on turn 1 and that's it. Not much to say, but D tier. Number 195, the Eel Deal Fry. Now, from cards 195 to 197, the cards like these all reference Splatoon 3's story mode bosses, so there's your fun tidbit of info you don't even need. Anyways, it's Fry again, but cheaper, lower, and maybe a better heavyweight card. This card is considered to be a slightly okay Jet Squelcher with a bit of viability from Inkback. It's a very fresh card to have, especially combining it with all Splatanas, Vanilla, Custom Jet Squelcher, and even a Snipe Rider in there, because why not? It's a good starting card to play and a card to be farmed on, but naturally alright. Just don't play it on turn 3 on maps like River Drift. It could get you into serious trouble. But anyways, great card overall, but can be improved a bit more. B tier. Number 196, the Cold-Blooded Bandit, Shiver. Shiver riding Master Megalodon while sticking her tongue may be weird for me, but I'd say it does it in Tableturf. It's basically Flipper Flopper, but longer, different, and more likely a very good turn 1 card on box seats next to those cards like Captain, Big Man, and Octavio themselves. So it could be a good horizontal line in aggressive plays, since it sometimes loses fights against those that are lower. It can, however, be paired with Splash Mob, so there's something about that. S tier. Number 197, the Hype Manta Storm, Big Man. Big Man's already got that hype rolling, so does his card at least. Very awesome diagonal card and almost like a heavyweight to Zipcaster. but not much into certain fights. It can block paths easily in early game, so it can also combine cards such as an Octobrush for diagonal plays, Reflux with wide defense, Aerospray to keep it cheap and viable, or even an Octo Zeppelin for heavyweight fights. But if you don't have any of those cards to pair with, it still fights in aggro plays. Works like a charm. S tier. Number 198, Z plus F, aka Zekko plus Firefin collab. It's like Firefin, but its top part is almost wider though. Not much for aggro plays or defense wise, but good at farming special points. This card can be combined with an L3 Nozzle Nose, and to be honest, it's good though. But to make it clear, it isn't that shit to begin with. C tier. Now what do you guys think about this 3.0 tier list that I've made? Have any thoughts about it? Let me know in the comments down below, and as always, this is KaiKai3212, signing off.